It was day 6, and in the morning we realised that because of Nettie's knee injury we were really going to struggle for the rest of the holiday. So we resolved ourselves to ensure that this day was a day of rest and recuperation. A lie-in and a late breakfast were welcoming, and this day got going with a short stroll or limp to the nearby supermarket. Snacks, drinks and souvenirs all bought. Nettie managed this short distance, and we crossed the road onto the amazing beach at Trou aux Biches, hoping to find some sun loungers. So after a lie-in and a late breakfast and a spot of shopping, we've decided to hop down to the beach. Is Nettie here? All done for getting this far. How's it?
Yeah, it's a bit painful today, but it's fine.
Right, well, we're not going too far. Probably just going to try and find somewhere where to park up and enjoy some beach time.
But our late start meant that all the sun loungers on the public beach had all been taken, and the hotels with private beaches were charging quite a lot to use theirs.
So where have you ended up then, Nettie?
Right, we've come down to the beach and we went to get a sunbed, but they're all taken up. Or further on down, there was some you could get, but there were like 1,000 rupees each, which is about £13–14 a person. So we didn't want to lay out on the beach that much. So we've come in here, there's a little restaurant, and we're going to have something nice to eat.
And the beer's just arrived.
Ooh,
Hey.
thank you.
The Plage was a super little restaurant right on the beach, and from here we could sit in the shade and soak up the vibe whilst enjoying a tasty beer and meal.
And this was a good meal too. We each had chicken burger and chips washed down with a local beer, and the cost for both of us was about £33, so a great cost saving. And this was indeed just what we were after, relaxing, chilling and enjoying some nice food and beer in the shade.
And we made some friends too, feathered friends. The local population of birds were surely staff at the restaurant. They diligently cleaned up crumbs and scraps that had fallen from our plates. Very entertaining.
After our meal we moved on to the golden sands of Trou aux Biches beach and sat on our towels. A safe swimming area provided an opportunity to paddle, swim and even snorkel in the shallow waters, and Nettie decided to risk it and pinch my snorkel to float and see if any more fish wanted to be on YouTube.
They didn't sadly, but this was still a nice way to relax, and floating in the warm water really helped lessen the pain in my knee. Just for a while in any case.
Afterwards we sat on the beach drying out and getting sunburned, and eagle-eyed Nettie spied a hermit crab walking past our towel, and she couldn't resist that David Attenborough moment. There he is. There you go. Here's a little crab.
He's trying to bite me.
Where's he gone now? He's down here by my boot.
Ah well, he just wanted a bit of space and didn't like people interfering, I suppose. So I took him back to the shoreline and he scampered into the waves.
We dried out before nipping back to our hotel room to change, and then returned to the beach just in time for the sunset. It was a bit cloudy but still beautiful and dramatic, and I had another excuse to fly my drone.
Boys and their toys, eh?
We just loved it here on this beach, and just watching the locals and visitors alike soak up the scene and the colourful evening light after the sunset was fabulous.
Beautiful, and we strolled along these wonderful sands once more, and we knew we'd never tire of it. It's a paradise moment nearly every evening.
And adding to this setting were the sights of paddleboarders enjoying the still waters and fish jumping close to the shoreline. We found a spot, sat on the sands and soaked it up. Just gorgeous, and we wanted this moment to go on and on and on forever. But darkness eventually came, and we made our way to our favourite restaurant in Trou aux Biches for some special medicine, and of course we may as well eat there, I suppose. So we ended our day back in our favourite restaurant here in Trou aux Biches, which is Marmite. Is it called, is it? Marmite, Nate? Yeah. Marmite. Just around the corner from the hotel. Really good value, great staff, very friendly, very helpful. This was where we ate on the first night we arrived here, and it still is the best meal we've had all week. Alright, so stay tuned. So, having discovered the medicinal properties of Mauritian rum, Nettie is going to try some of the local homemade rums here in Marmite. They actually make it on the premises, so I'm told.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nettie, what have you gone for?
Well, I've gone for the banana rum.
Banana rum?
Banana rum,
okay.
yeah.
There we go.
It's actually £2.
£2 a shot?
£2 for this, yeah. That's all.
A decent shot as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it.
And it smells absolutely divine.
Okay.
Really banana smell. Mm. Oh, wow. Oh, that is so smooth, sweet, and a really strong banana kick.
Okay, so taste rating out of 5.
Definite 5.
And medicinal rating out of 5.
Well, I need a few more.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Stay tuned.
Our meals arrived quickly and were delicious.
Yeah, tasty.
For medical research, Nettie is now continuing her study of the medicinal properties of Mauritian rum. What you got?
I've actually got pineapple rum this time.
Okay. This is locally made here at Le Marmite, or Marmite as we call it.
It absolutely smells lovely.
Go for it. Get that
Right.
taste down. Oh, is it medicinal?
Yeah, really pineapple-y and smooth rum. Very
They're all smooth, aren't they? Okay.
Very smooth.
But very strong pineapple flavour.
Very strong flavour. Yeah.
Okay. Out of 5?
Yep. That's again a strong 5.
And medicinal rating so far?
Yeah, it's getting there.
Just getting it. Okay. All right. Stay tuned.
Cheers.
Getting in on the act, Si then tasted the special medicine.
If you can't beat them, join them.
What have you got?
A green lemon rum. Okay. So it's not very green. It's very clear. There we go. Anyway. That's more like limoncello than rum.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's very limoncello-ish.
Is it smooth?
Yeah, but it's very citrusy as you'd expect. But it tastes more like limoncello than very good, and probably one of the nicest rums I've had for a while. Mind you, we had a load of nice ones yesterday. They were amazing. So
out of 5?
oh, straight 5.
Right.
Is it a 6? Maybe. Limoncello rating, definitely 6.
Cheers.
Exploration of Mauritian medicine. Nettie, what have you got there?
It's a lychee rum.
Lychee rum.
Yeah.
Okay, give it a taste.
Really strong smell of lychee.
Okay, go for it.
Let's try it. Oh, it's continuing to be, the rum is very smooth.
Yeah.
And it's got a really strong lychee flavour.
Does the lychee flavour work?
It does.
Okay.
It's really nice. Because obviously lychee is very fruity and it's a lovely smell.
Okay, wouldn't be my go-to kind of fruity flavour for rum, but does it work, yeah?
It does, yeah.
All right,
It's
okay. Okay, so you heard it here first.
very sweet. Yeah, 5 out of 5.
This Mauritian rum really does have medicinal properties if you have a bad knee, it seems, and Nettie was able to walk back to our hotel without much pain. And then it was another early night and more rest. Good morning, it's Friday. It's our final full day here in Mauritius. Nettie's knee is a bit painful this morning. The bruising's coming out, so it's always a bit worse once the bruising is out. We've got a taxi tour again today, but of the north of the island this time, so we don't know what's involved. But you know, the south of the island one was great. Enjoyed that. Hopefully this is not as much walking as we did the other day, but you know, stay with us and see what we can find when we do this North Island taxi tour.
We were up for breakfast and our taxi collected us at 9:30. Our driver was called Si, so this could get a bit confusing with 2 Sis in the same vehicle, but Taxi Si was great and chatted away as he drove us into the capital of Port Louis. He dropped us off by the old port area and he advised us to visit the market areas. He also told us to skip the meat market.
So our taxi driver, a nice guy called Si, he's dropped us down at Port Louis waterfront area, and it looks really, really nice. And he's told us about what's here, what we can go and explore. Sounds like some posh shops, but also we can cut across the town to the market as well. So I think that's where we're going to head first. We're going to head to the market, then maybe look at some of these posh waterfront shops, and then we're going to be back here in just under 2 hours. Anyway, let's see how we get on. So taking his advice, we walked the short distance into Port Louis Old Markets and first entered the fruit and veg market, and wow, did this place smell wonderful.
Smells of fruits and mint and other produce wafted all around us as locals haggled and bartered for their weekly shop, and this place had an energy that was hard to describe, but we knew we liked it.
Then into the craft markets, but as Western tourists we stood out and were easy pickings for the market traders. Still, it was kind of nice and the local crafts were lovely. Being rubbish at bartering, we knew we'd paid far too much for our souvenirs as we left, and then we walked back to the port area.
We then explored the Cauldron waterfront area, which had been redeveloped into a very cosmopolitan space with a very pretty outlook across the harbour. It was hot though, and Si's mind was focused on only one thing.
So bringing back an old feature, an old favourite, because a gelato a day keeps the doctor away. And here we are in Mauritius with more lemon gelato. In fact, it's not lemon gelato, it's citron vert, which is lime gelato. Twist. Okay, here we go. Quite subtle, the lime on that, not as strong as I thought it was going to be. Okay, gelato score 3.5.
Right, oh dear, that's not so good, is it? I wonder what mine's going to be like. I've got a tamarind one.
Okay, Nettie, tamarind gelato review.
I've gone for the tamarind one, so I'm going to give it a try.
Okay,
I
gelato
certainly
a
need to
day.
keep the doctor away. I need to help my knee.
Make a song out of that. Go for it.
Ooh, that's very different. Ooh. Don't even know how to describe it.
We'll have a go, otherwise this will be a rubbish clip. Anytime today?
It's very fruity. It's really fruity.
Fruit sorbet. Alright, let's cut to the chase. What are you scoring?
Sorbet. Very fruity. Very refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Score?
I'll give it a 4.
Okay, this is great viewing. This is like, we've got no idea what it tastes like other than it's a fruit sorbet that tastes fruity. But it scores 4. Okay.
Tamarind, whatever tamarind is.
Then we wandered into the modern Port Louis waterfront district with its modern cafes and bars and restaurants and shops, and the Umbrella Street, of course, which is the Instagram friendly spot in the city with plenty of people trying to get that perfect shot.
It was a very pretty district filled with sculptures and statues everywhere, and we stopped on the bridge to reflect on our impressions of Port Louis.
So this is our first stop of the day. We're in Port Louis, which is the capital of Mauritius, and our taxi driver Si, who's very nice, he dropped us right down at the sort of the waterfront area, but told us we should first go and explore the market. So the market, what did you think?
The market was a bit crazy, as all markets are. We get hassled a lot, but we had in mind what we wanted to get, so we managed to get something. Whether we got a deal or not, I don't know.
Well, when we were on our way here, and our taxi driver who took us to our hotel said if you ever go to the market, try and knock them down 50%. They'll go to 50%. Now, we didn't manage that today, but then previous
We were
experience,
quite close to it though.
no, we didn't do too bad.
Yeah.
We got 45, maybe
Yeah.
40%. You know, but previous experience for us is that we are rubbish at markets. They see us coming a mile away. Oh, look at them. They'll pay loads.
Yeah.
And we do that. But then we've got to wander into the sort of like the more developed waterfront area with its posher shops, restaurants,
Oh, it's very pretty, isn't it?
bars, cinemas. It's obviously downtown Port Louis where, you know, the wealth of Mauritius accumulates. And it is very, very pretty. It's just a redeveloped dockyard area. Some nice bridges. Let's just spin around. Come on,
Spin around.
All those lovely flowers and bridges.
Gorgeous.
behind us and view of the mountain. Yeah, so it's been an interesting first stop. We haven't got that much longer here. We've got about half an hour left, so we're just going to have a mooch around. Apparently there's a sort of historic site here somewhere. I'm
We
not
saw
sure.
the umbrellas, didn't we?
Oh, we saw the umbrellas. They were really underwhelming
Yeah.
compared to what we've seen in other cities. But, you know,
But yeah, we've seen them anyway.
we've
haven't
seen
we?
them. It's the perfect, as they say. All right, let's stay with us. We'll have a little bit longer exploring the Port Louis dock area, and then we'll wonder where our driver is going to take us next.
Yeah.
We walked back through the precinct to the old port area where we were dropped off by Taxi Si, and across the street from there was an old windmill.
And this was a free to enter open museum, so we couldn't resist and took a look inside.
And this perfectly restored windmill featured exhibits inside that told the history of Port Louis as a trading port, and also told the history of this wonderful building, immaculately preserved and immensely interesting. This area was rich in street art too, and Nettie snapped away whilst we waited for Taxi Si to arrive and pick us up.
It was 12:30 and we'd had a great morning in Port Louis, and Taxi Si then dropped us at our next stop. So where are you, my Si?
The Botanical Garden at Pamplemousses. What a lovely name. It's not very big. It's just about it's 300 rupees each for us to get in as non-Mauritian citizens. That's £5 each. So we've got about an hour and a bit here. So we're just going to wander around and enjoy this botanical wonder. Supposedly the oldest botanical garden in the southern hemisphere.
These botanical gardens were, to be honest, a little understated and a little underwhelming unless you explore deep inside them. Deep within, you'll discover luscious gardens, exotic species of plants and beautifully landscaped ponds with giant lily pads, lotus flowers and exotic fish, as well as dragonflies dancing above the surfaces.
This was well worth the 600 rupees we paid to get in, and we slowly limped around the gardens taking in our surroundings, which seemed peaceful and without any hint of traffic noise. One advantage of Nettie's knee injury was that we had to frequently stop and rest, but that meant we just had more time to enjoy this place and its serenity. Just lovely. And we also stumbled upon a small animal park within it too, obviously provided as an attraction for the children, but giant tortoise and Javanese deer just added even more to this experience. You're enjoying this, aren't you guys? Well, this is a really, really pleasant place, isn't it? It's a little bit of serenity in the middle of the island.
Absolutely gorgeous. It was a bit noisy to start off with because there was a school trip.
Well, also there are some busy roads around the perimeter, so as you get close to the perimeter you pick up the traffic noise. When you get into the middle, it's really peaceful, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. The only thing is, you've got to make sure you DEET up because absolutely we've been bitten to shreds.
You have in particular.
Anyway. Yeah, absolutely bitten to shreds.
So far this week it's been me that's mainly been bitten, but today it's been your turn.
Yeah.
So
I didn't DEET up. I didn't realise, I didn't think, and yeah.
But this botanical garden is not expensive to get in, and it's really pleasant. I mean, there's not a lot of signboards and things for you to understand what you're looking at. But then if you wanted to pay 75 rupees per person for the guide,
which is really cheap,
yeah, then that's obviously worth doing, and you'd learn a lot as well. But we've seen lots of these species at other botanical gardens. I've got to say, it's really well kept, and it's really quite nicely done. The giant lilies in particular were amazing, weren't they?
Oh, they're absolutely gorgeous.
You can see
really
why
good.
That's the bit on all of the Instagram posts and everything for this place.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Anyway, a really pleasant surprise, and I really enjoyed it.
So we headed back to the taxi, and Taxi Si then drove us to the north coast of the island, and where he dropped us off next was the site of the famous Red Church. This quaint red-roofed timber Catholic church overlooks a stunning bay that looks out towards islands off the north coast of the island.
We wandered down into the bay where locals were sat picnicking and barbecuing, and then we headed into this beautiful but modest church. Candles lit for lost loved ones no longer with us took a moment. How lucky we are to be able to come here and do this when others haven't been so lucky.
Then back in the taxi, and Taxi Si took us back to the hotel. It was our final night in Mauritius, and we headed back to the beach for one more spectacular sunset.
As we waited for the sun to set, we left our mark in the sands to capture this moment in our lives, and the sun showed its appreciation with the most spectacular sunset of the entire week, and it was very, very special indeed. What a way to end our Mauritius adventure, so special. And afterwards we stayed a while and watched the glow over the horizon.
Then to a restaurant just back from the beach, and a delicious Chinese meal which we devoured before going back to our hotel and chilling in our room with our snacks and wine.
It was day 8 and it was sadly departure day. So after breakfast we packed our cases and then checked out of the hotel.
Our transfer to the airport was at 5 p.m, so we had time to visit Trou aux Biches beach just one more time.
So we're all packed up, we've checked out the hotel, we're just waiting for the cab to pick us up. So it's not for a few hours unfortunately, so we thought we'd come down the beach and just enjoy it one more time before we head home.
One last walk along this beautiful shoreline.
It is nice. It is nice. So 12 hours flying ahead, but at least we've got a couple of hours on the beach before we fly. We sat and enjoyed this place one final time and visited the street food sellers for a cheap bit of lunch.
Then back to the hotel, and we enjoyed time on the sunbeds and a spot of reading in the sunshine with drinks by the pool.
Our taxi arrived on time to take us back to the airport, and before long we were through check-in and security and on board our flight back to the UK. Mauritius had been quite an experience for us. We learned that really and truly that time on even the most beautiful of beaches is lovely and really enjoyable, but not something we could do day after day after day. Our restless spirits see us want to immerse ourselves in wherever we find ourselves and explore and experience what's there.
And Mauritius has so much to offer the traveller and has something for both beach lovers and adventurers.
Nettie's injury did curb what we were able to do, sadly, but thankfully it healed after about 8 weeks, and we know that we have unfinished business in Mauritius.
Hopefully one day we will get back there. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, then why not drop us a comment in the box below? We always reply and we really appreciate it. And if you'd like to see more of our adventures, why not like and subscribe? Cheers.